Hey y'all, Chris from Million Rigs. I'm back here with this 86 Chevy K10. We've been doing some work on it, got the bed pulled off, the fuel tank's out now, and we're ready to start sanding down the chassis and the frame, get it nice and clean, and we're gonna put some chassis saver black over it. Let's go check it out. Okay, we went ahead and pulled the bed off the truck. I figured that'd be a whole lot easier to get to that fuel tank. The bed was pretty easy. There's only a couple bolts that I had to cut, so that made it super easy. I could get to the fuel tank, no issues, really. You know, it wasn't the easiest thing to get to. Give you a shot up in here. It's got three fuel lines coming out of it. But here we go. What we're going to do first, before we start putting that fuel tank back on, is we're going to go ahead and take care of this. Go ahead and take care of this frame. We're going to get it sanded down. We'll put a nice coat of chassis black on it, and then we'll top coat it. You can see I did a little test prep here of sanding last week. I just wanted to see how clean it could get. And this is just 1 week down here in the south. These things just rust up so quick. I'm actually on the coast, so down here in the salt air in the south and humidity, things just rust really quick. So we're gonna put some protection on that. There's no trouble spots that I can see, except for one spot right down in here. There's a little bit of rust in there. We'll try to get that cleaned out. I may end up having to cut that leaf spring out when I lift it, but that's not going to be a huge issue. As you can see, everything's in pretty good shape. It's going to look so good though once we get everything painted nice and black and protected. Get a top coat on it. She's going to clean up real nice. All right, let's get to work. Alright, I got home from work last night, started sanding down the frame, got back at it pretty hard again this morning, and I'm pretty much there to get started with the chassis saver paint. Let's take a look around. Because I'm working in a little bit dusty environment, obviously you can tell I don't have a shop or anything like that. I'm pretty much working under the shade tree I have. It's a little bit dusty, a little bit sandy environment, so I want to be extra careful to do it in sections so that I'm not painting over dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the top and the sides with the chassis saver paint, and we'll go from there. And then once that's dry, then I'll go back and maybe do the insides and just do it in sections, take my time, do it right. All right, here we are. Here's the final product. I think this looks pretty good. I'm happy with the way the chassis saver black turned out. Everything's nice and smooth. Took a while to get it all sanded down, but with the right tools, actually pretty basic tools. Hand drill, a grinder with a sanding attachment, sandpaper. I think it was a 120 grit and a 320. I tried to only do what was going to be covered up by the bed or was easy enough to get to now. I stopped where I could get to later on. Some of these spots in here I did not do. And then up under here, obviously I didn't do. I can always get to that later. Right now my main point is to get the fuel tank back on and get the bed reinstalled, take care of those functional issues. Overall, pretty happy with how this turned out. Actually very happy. Nice and smooth finish. Took my time sanding it. I did go ahead and do up under here where the gas tank is gonna, or the fuel tank's gonna cover it. Just go ahead and protect those parts. That'll be hard to get to later. Now we're ready to install the brand new fuel tank. We've got it all set up, ready to go. Once that's done, we'll reinstall the bed. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like it, subscribe, share, and join us next time as we install a brand new fuel tank on this Chevy and get her running again. Bye-bye.